All right. Thank you for watching my today's video. Today's teaching is a continuation from my previous video, which was branches of linguistics. Today, I want to talk about what I call morphemes. Morphemes came from the word morphology. Morphology is a science of word formation. While morpheme also further buttress on how these words are being formed. Because any word you see in English came or has a root or genesis. So let's quickly go there. What is morpheme? We said the term morpheme refers to any segment of language which has meaning and cannot be divided into smaller meaningful units. Please, I want you to mark this. Meaningful unit. You say morpheme simply means a segment of a language. What is a segment? A segment just means a portion just a small of a language that whenever we divide, we kept dividing, and the one that is left has meaning. If we further divide that one that has meaning, it means we have done what is called damage to that word. So no matter how the word is, as far as it has what is called principal meaning, we don't supposed to divide it again. So in order to buttress the point, I'm going to explain, to buttress my point, I'm going to explain this chart or this diagram in order to show you more or to explain what I mean by root word or a word that has principal meaning or a word that should not be further divided. As far as we cannot divide it again, and even if we divide it, if it still has principal meaning, it is still called morpheme. But if we divide it, it has no meaning. Therefore, we have done damage to it. So a morpheme simply means a word that can stand on its own and cannot be subdivided. That is what a morpheme is. All right, let's look at this my table, this table. We have what we call free here, we have morpheme, we have bound. Therefore, we only have two types of morphemes. Number one is what? Free morphemes. Number two is bound morphemes. So that is why I put it like this. Therefore, under this at this side, we have what we call base or root. So any morpheme, you can call it a root word. You cannot call it a root word, you call it base word. What do we mean by base? Where other affixations or other additions of letters later emanate from. Let me explain. When we have bat here, if we have add any other thing here, it means those things we are adding are called what? Bound morpheme. But this bat is what is called base word or root word. Maybe I should put word here. All right. So it means you can call this bat base word or root word. And this bat now, or these five words here, has what you call principal meaning. If you don't want to call it principal meaning, you call it content meaning. It has what we call principal meaning or content meaning. When we hear bat, we know what bat means. When we hear book, we know, oh, it's something we write on. When we hear woman, oh, is a female gender. When we hear mat, oh, it simply means something we can put on the floor, maybe sit on or lie on. Free, it means something, liberty. Therefore, it has what we call principal meaning or content meaning. While when we come to this side, we have bound morphemes. And every bound morpheme can as well be called derivational word. Let me link it here. Derivational word. Yes, derivational word. So anything we add is called derivation. That means we derive it from the root word. Now, if we come under derivational word, there is another thing here called affixes. Affixes simply means to fix. Affixes gave birth to what is called affixations. Affixation gave birth to what is called infix. Infix means to put at the middle. While infix, affix later gave birth to what is called prefix and suffix. What is prefix? Prefix means to add at the beginning here, before. While suffix means to add after the root word. Therefore, you see now that we are moving, we have discussed about branches of linguistic. Branches of linguistic gave birth to things like morphology, phonology, syntax, semantics, and phonetics. And now we have picked one under phonology. We are studying now morphemes. Morphemes now gave birth to what? Free morphemes and bound morphemes. Free morphemes gave birth to what? Maybe content word or principal word. And bound morpheme now gave birth to what? Derivational morpheme, affixes, infix, suffix, prefix, and so on. It ends there. Now let's quickly round up this example. We have bat here under free morpheme. We now have bat here. So if we divide it, we are having this S, which is this derivational morpheme. Then we have books. So this S give birth to this S, which is what? Derivational morpheme. S. So we're having two morphemes here. Then we have womanly, we are having ly, we have bat, we have s here, we have freely. So now our root words or free morphemes are this one. Our derivational morphemes are this one. Then what do we mean by cannot be subdivided? Let me explain. If we say, let us remove any letter from here, whether two letters, one letter, or thereabout. Let's pick number one, maybe bat. Let's say we divide it here. We know we have art here, but we have done damage to this word. Therefore, it does not make meaning anymore because this B is now what? Useless. Therefore, this bat should not be subdivided. Since it cannot be subdivided again, it is called what? Morpheme. And what is morpheme? How words are formed. Which, if you look at it from morphology, it simply means science of word formation. So, any of these words here, we should not further divide it. If we further divide it, we have done what? Damage. Not only words here, there are plenty of words. Once we get to a level that if we remove a letter, it does not make meaning anymore. Because it's either that letter stand alone and the other one make a bit meaning. Therefore, it does not work. A morpheme simply means what? Refers to any segment of language which has meaning. All these words here has meaning, but this S, ly, does not have meaning. So lastly, let us look at this example again in order to buttress the meaning of morpheme. A morpheme is the smallest meaningful and indivisible unit of a word. Smallest meaningful and indivisible. Mind that language. Mind that language. Or this word. Indivisible and smallest meaningful. It means we kept coming down to what is another language for this smallest meaningful. It simply means the root word. The root word. So if we have, for example, let's say, let me still pick a word here. Let's pick free. Maybe we now add freed. Or let's say we pick woman. If anything we keep adding here, they are no longer the smallest. If we divide this one, it becomes useless. But let's say we did not divide it. We now have womanly. This one is what? Derivational morpheme. Derivational morpheme. So if we pick, let's say sound, all right, sound. If we add again, let's say sounded. Anything we kept adding, it means we can divide, but sound itself, which is this, we cannot divide again. If we divide this sound again, we have done what? Harm to it. Therefore, it's damaged. So now you say a morpheme is the smallest, meaningful, and indivisible unit of a word that we cannot divide. Any word we cannot divide again is called morpheme. Any word we cannot divide again is called morpheme. Why is it that we cannot divide it? Because if we divide it, we have done damage to the word. The word will no longer have meaning. All right, let's look at these examples. We have words here in this table. We have words, we have morphemes, we have numbers of morphemes. I have four examples here. I have number one, anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise. We have the divisible way. We have anti-clock and wise. We have three morphemes. Number two, we have predate. We have pre, we have date, we have s. We have three morphemes. Number three, honeymoon. We have honey, we have moon. We have divided it here. We have two. Lastly, we have mate. We have, sorry, there is a mistake here, sorry. We have maths. Maths here. So maths, we now have math and s. We have how many? Two morphemes. All right, thank you so much. This is exactly what we call morpheme. The word morpheme simply means any segment of words in a language that cannot be subdivided again. So thank you so much for watching. Please, I still remain English Master. Kindly subscribe to my channel if you are yet to subscribe. And if you have subscribed, please kindly like my videos, share my videos, share the link of this channel to your friends. And if you have questions or you want me to make videos or any video on any topic, maybe things concerning WAEC, NECO, JAMB, or NAPTEP, or any placement examination, whether for higher institution, any level, please comment below and I'm going to pick your question and your concern and make sure you come out with a flying color. Please subscribe. Thank you. See you in my next video. Bye.